All right, let's talk about these dimmer lights real quick. So you can see, for example, we talked about this. This light is not plugged into the dimmer pack. Again, the job of this dimmer pack is it's ran by the XLR cables coming out of the transmitter, right? We're going to all these lights in the tree that's behind this curtain. Anyway, we're not plugged into the dimmer pack. So the only function that this light has is on or off. And we cannot control this light from the computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this light from the surge protector, and I'm going to plug it into 1 here on the right dimmer pack. You can see now this light is off. All right, I'm going to try to angle this so I could see it from the stage. Not from the stage, from the computer, and we should be able to see it. All right, and I'm gonna gut all the lights in here so we can see that light. But right now we don't have any light coming off that light bulb. So let me kill all the house lights, all right, from the switch on the wall. You can see I got nothing going on stage, okay? On the right dimmer, I plugged in that light. Okay, so I'm gonna click that light, all right? And when I click this light right here, nothing happens. If I want to edit something, right, on this top bar, after I click something, these will all like be eligible to be clicked and they won't be grayed out. So if I unclick dimmer real quick, you can see all these little functions are grayed out because I can't click them, right? Now, I hover over them, I can see what they are. Lamp, reset, show fixture controls. That's like the master menu button, right? All the way on the left. Intensity, position, color, gobo. That's like roses or bubbles or whatever you want to see like poking up on the walls, like stars, whatever shapes some of the fancy lights make. What is this one? Beam. That's how wide the beam is. Effect. Sometimes I don't think we have any of those on these lights. Levels, that's an important one. Lamp, we don't have lamp as needed in here. And this is just like the main menu function. So although I have this button clicked, now you can see that some of these are now eligible to click. Example, levels and master. Now, if you're not sure which one to click on, you can click master and it'll open up every available function for that tab, all right? But on the dimmers, the only thing you can touch is the levels. And this little guy pops up right here. All right, now you can label some of these specifically. I don't remember how. I'll figure that out as I'm going. But anyway, on the left, I labeled this boxes before. But remember, on the very top left outlet, I plugged in that light. It's down to 0. So if I grab it, I can lift it up, and you'll see I can lift it up a little bit, and you'll see that light is slowly getting brighter or darker depending on how high or how low I set that. So now since I'm on a dimmer, I can pull it up a little bit to have some light ambiance, or I can crank that guy. If I go too high, it maxes out. So I think our max is like 80 something or 90 something before the light bulb will explode, and so we don't want that. But you'll see right here as I pull it down, it goes away. All right, and then it goes up a little bit. So that's how you edit or change any sort of function on here. So I'm gonna send that back down to 0. And if I unclick it, it goes away. Now, since I didn't close that out, if I click another dimmer, it'll bring me right back up because it's assuming I'm gonna keep wanting to mess with like the levels of the brightness of stuff, right? And again, that'll happen with the spotlights. You'll see here, I got the spotlight one up. You'll see, oh, there's that black, oh, you can't really tell, but there's a black light now up on stage, right? Left spotlight, middle spot right. So all those spotlights, again, that was on that, oops, whitewash. You'll see here, I can unclick it and click it back. Now, if you forget, and you have all these guys open at the same time, it'll take everything in channel 1 and kind of awkwardly crank it at the same time, which kind of, if it's not the same, it'll kind of freak it out some. So 1, on the top rack, those are black lights, but 1 on the floor is the light bulb over there on the side. 2, well, I don't have anything on 2 on the floor, but that is 2 different sets of overhead lights here on the stage. So that's how you edit dimmers, all right? Again, you're gonna click it, and then you're gonna click, what is that, levels and intensity. And again, it helps to remind you because those are the only 2 things that pop up. Now, if you wanna edit something like a whirly light, like a fancy light, or one of these pixel lights, those have different set functions, all right? So again, I'm gonna click main menu for those guys because they can do other things, and you'll see some more stuff pops up, all right? Like what color, so if you don't see anything, it's because your intensity is down. You want a lot of intensity, and then you want to kind of pick whatever colors you want. And then as I'm scrolling through all these colors down here, you can see I'm scrolling through what other colors are available on stage. My suggestion to you would be to go to the open function, open up the list, double click something you like, or something that's a good starting place. Right, like there's green and red, but all the lights aren't on for that. So, well, yeah, maybe they are. I go to like amber music, and then what I want to do is whatever I want to edit or change, I would just click that function here. So let me move you out of the way. I can close it because it doesn't matter. We can always reopen it by hitting that little blue up arrow. So I'm gonna close it for a second. And let's say this is a good starting place. I like where some of the lights are, or I don't want to start all this from scratch. I can just say, all right, I want to change some of these on stage lights to a different color. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click the top left light bulb, which is that guy over here on the left top, the moving light. So I'm going to click stage left. I'm going to click that guy, and it's going to open up everything, right? So if I want that out of the way for a second, I can unclick it. They all go away, and I can click the right one. Let's say I want to change both these guys to the same color. So I have them both selected. I'm going to go to the menu. It's going to open up everything. I like their position, so I'm not going to change their position. I'm going to close that. I think their intensity is fine. Effects is like it moving around and stuff, I think. I don't know. Yep, it causes them to just move and be fancy. I don't want that. So if I don't want it, I'm just going to click no function. I'm gonna undo whatever I just did because I don't want banana lights stuff going nuts. You can change the gobo, which is like the effect. So now it's like a swirly thing. You can go through and it's like a little biohazard sign now. Oh, that's biohazard. That one's like a tornado. Again, rows. You can click through all of these. It has like X's, bubbles, dots, and you can click through and just kind of see what each thing does. And that kind of makes sense over time. You can see right here, these are all the different functions that we have. You can just kind of click through that way. You'll see as I'm clicking through these, they're picking up different lights and stuff. You can have them rotate, slow. You can rotate medium or fast. There's no reason to do any of that stuff. Slow is really all you ever do. Change the color down there. You got yellows, you got blue, purples, greens, right? Anything you guys need for that. So that's all up to y'all, but that's how you do it. And so if you like whatever changes you've made, this is where you click the down red arrow that says save sequence. You can rename it. So if we changed colors, we can call it blue music, we can call it speaker, we can call it welcome, we can call it whatever you want to, it doesn't matter, but you can call it whatever you want. And then you can overwrite a sequence, or you can save as new if you don't want to overwrite something. All right, so that's up to you. You'll click save. It'll say, are you sure you want to overwrite? Okay. I didn't change anything, so it didn't matter. And then again, you can close all those or just click menu again and they'll all go away. So that's how you edit something. Again, blue is open, red is save. The white little paper on the left of both of those is clear.